In this short video, we'll look at how you can search Lexis UK to look for statutory material. But first, let's look at what statutory material is. A statute is also known as an Act of Parliament and creates a new law or changes an existing law. An Act is a bill that has been approved by both the House of Commons and the House of Lords and has been given royal assent by the monarch. Taken together, Acts of Parliament make up what is known as statute law in the UK. The government is responsible for bringing new laws into force once they have been passed by Parliament. An Act may come into force immediately, on a specific future date, or in stages. You can find out when an Act is due to come into force by looking at the section Commencement, which is among the very last sections of an Act. Sometimes a specific date is not given, and the timing is left to the discretion of the Secretary of State for the relevant government department. Statutory instruments, also known as SIs, are a form of legislation which allow the provision of an Act of Parliament to be brought into force or altered without Parliament having to pass a new Act. They are also referred to as secondary, delegated, or subordinate legislation, and are the tools that allow government departments and local authorities to bring the legislation into force. Acts only contain a broad framework, and the SIs are used to provide the necessary detail that would be considered too complex to include in the body of an Act. To get to Lexis, click the Subject Resources link under Library Search, select Law, and scroll down to Lexis UK. Select the Legislation tab, then Acts. Type in the full title of the Act you are looking for, including the year. Click the link to the Act. The orange icon at the top left tells us this Act in its entirety is partly in force and is subject to prospective amendments or appointment. All parts of the Act and their sections are listed. To find out if an individual section is in force, you will need to click into it. This tells us Section 5 is in force. If you want to track changes and amendments made to the original version, click the Compare Versions. There are links to supporting material on the right and also related documents. As well as Halsbury's and Stayers, you also have access to book sections and chapters and journal articles on issues related to the implementation and application of the legislation. You can also view practice notes, which provide information on aspects of court practice and procedure in relation to freedom of information legislation. You can print a PDF version of the full Act, or for individual sections, use the print, email and download icons. To search for an SI within legislation, select Statutory Instruments and search using the SI number.